Okay, so I've got some new friends that decided to pop on my face, and it's because I ate some Cracker Barrel cheese. I bought this cheese because it was on sale, and it just made me break out the next day. I was like, oh my god, and I ate just a little portion of it. So like, usually cheese doesn't give me that many like breakouts, but like this one in particular, Cracker Barrel, I don't know what you put in there, but definitely broke me out. So I was like, we're gonna do some makeup, or we're gonna do it super natural today, like way more natural than I did it in a long time. And I feel like I just want to enhance my glowy face, which usually I don't have that glowy, but today it's glowy, pimply, and all of these things. With my ponytail, I just wanted to feel myself a little bit, right? Glowy, natural, youthful little makeup look, so it's gonna be super fun. Some primer. I hope I have some left in there. Oh yeah, I do. I forgot that I had some left in there. This is gonna be the Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas, which I really didn't use in a while. I thought I was out of it, but I'm not out of it, which is amazing. And oh, I already did my eyebrows, if you were wondering. I already put the brow freeze from Anastasia just to really place them there so they do not move at all. And for a little bit of coverage, I'm gonna go with the Auric Beauty. This is the Glow Lust, the Radiant Luminizer, and I love this one just because there's a little bit of pigment in there. There's some glow because we never have enough glow, so I'm gonna be putting this especially where I have some acne areas, but to the area that I still want to like highlight and everything. If you have oily skin though, I really don't recommend you doing that because it's like gonna make your skin super oily. And I'm just patting it, like as you can see, I know it's a lot of glowiness, but we're gonna correct that right after with some powder, and you're gonna see it's gonna look super natural, super cute. I love to like try different things sometimes, and I feel like today is the day to try new makeup techniques and to jump into a very natural makeup look. You know, like I feel a little bit gloomy or anything, I just, you know, put this high ponytail, I put a little bit of makeup, and then I just feel instantly better. And you know, it doesn't take that much time. Usually I use the Merit Beauty skincare line, and it takes me about, I would say like 5 to 10 minutes max with it. It's so easy. I love their products, but I'm not gonna be using it today just because I need to use other products that I either didn't use in a while or that I just want to use overall. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but look at my skin already. I know it's very glowy. I have a lot of lights. I'm gonna update my studio, so if ever you want another tour of that, please tell me down below. I will definitely show you my studio once again because I do want to do a lot of changes again. But yeah, so anyways, you can see that there's a lot of glowiness, but it's not too bad. If you like a glowy skin, again, this is gonna be your jam and your little thing, but we're not done yet. So the next thing is that I let it sink in a little bit into my skin, and then I apply a setting powder on top of it, just because sometimes, depending on the product that I use, my skin might get too oily even though I'm dry. I just want to set some places in some areas so it just looks better. Today I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I was thinking of using a very fluffy brush. I know this is my bronzer brush, but I feel like if I use this, it's just gonna be better. So I'm just gonna set everything. And as you can see, like instantly you can see that it's way less shiny, but the coverage is still there. It's not completely gone, you know. Of course it's not covered, but we're doing very natural makeup today. So, you know, setting in between very lightly is going to help you have a very natural looking makeup. And if you don't have any like texture, or if you have like not as much acne as me and you just want to like enhance your skin a little bit, these 2 steps alone will make such a huge difference into your skin. I'm going to come up close and you're going to see what happens with that. Then look how my skin looks. It looks so healthy in a very good way. And I didn't like do anything kind of harsh. So a little bit on my eyelids because they get very oily very quickly. And then on the side of the nose, I always go a little more just because it gets oily faster. Okay, since we're experimenting with foundation and everything, we're gonna go with an oil foundation. I know it's kind of crazy, but I tried this foundation a while back because it was a sample and I absolutely loved the way that it looked on my skin. And we're gonna go into the cakiness. This is the tinted face oil. I loved it. There was a lot of great ingredients and it actually helped my skin because I used it in a couple days. And it was just so good. So I feel like if you apply this and it's like a powder under and on top, your skin is just gonna look so amazing. All right, experimentation begin now. Okay, so this is a very, very liquidy. I really have to be careful with that because it's gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna put it on the areas where I need the most coverage, which means everywhere. Everywhere I need that coverage. And then I'm gonna pat in the foundation. And I'm not gonna use a sponge because it's really gonna absorb all the product and I kind of want to avoid that. I feel like this foundation is like so good for on the go. Like if you want, if you're, I don't know, in a car, somebody else is driving, can't really do anything, or like you're like in a rush, then you just like slap this on your face and it would just make your skin look so much better. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I feel like it's not enough. It's very oily at the moment and I'm gonna go straight back with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. And we're really just gonna dab it on top, like very, very lightly, not to disrupt anything. And then we'll look if there's anything to correct, if I have to put any concealer. But we want to keep it very, very natural and very soft. So as you can see, my skin looks nothing like there is nothing on it. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like anything is there. And that's my goal. So that's why we're going into small little layers. But this oil foundation, I can't really put too much of it because you're gonna see it. So I think next we're gonna change our technique a little bit. So I have my two fave concealers, my NARS, and then my Too Faced Born This Way. But I feel like the Too Faced will have more of my skin tone. So that's this one that I'm gonna take, and it's in the shade Cream Puff. So this one right here. This is old, by the way, like crazy old. And I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush to put it because I don't have a fluffy concealer brush by itself. It's very important to like put the product in there and then go back with it so there's not too much product, and then you would just dab and dab to the area, and look at that, it is almost gone. As you can see, it's like way more gone now that I applied with a fluffy brush. If I applied with a pack brush, you would see kind of like weird things happening, which you want to avoid. So if you don't want to hide too much, but just, you know, even out a little bit more of your skin tone, I highly recommend you taking a fluffy brush for concealer. And if you don't have one that's expensive or anything, or if you don't have one that's fluffy with a different length of fibers or bristles onto your brush, I just take an eyeshadow brush, like a fluffy one. That's a DIY and something way cheaper. You can put, this is, I think, natural bristles. So it does work wonders, natural bristles for that. But synthetic bristles, they do work really, really well as well. So I have some discoloration here over my nose and I'm just gonna, you know, slightly tap it. And I only did one dot on my finger. And I'm telling you, it's going a very, very long way since I already put kind of like the foundation, the base, and then now we're like spot concealing to make it very, very natural. Of course, this process is going to take you way longer than if you just slap a whole face of makeup, but mastering the art of like the natural makeup and making makeup look like it's not there, it is like a whole other art form. And if you practice that, you're going to love it so much, where your skin is going to feel so hydrated, so well. It's going to last all day long. And not only that, your skin is going to look amazing. Another dot, another dot. And I'm telling you, if you master the nose, you've mastered everything else. Everything else. And we're still blending. Do you see more like my skin tone now, how much more flawless it is? And I applied also my concealer with the little eyeshadow brush under this eye, and I just fluffed it out, put the tiniest amount possible, and you can already see that it is way more open. Like my eye looks more open. I obviously didn't put any on the eyelid because most of the time on the eyelids it becomes really like creasing, kind of weird, and you kind of don't want that. So the only part is I placed some concealer right under my brow bone and then in the inner corner right here and as well as under here and bring it here. So, and I stay under my creases because I do have a lot of creases under my eyes and I kind of want to avoid them because if I don't, it's gonna crease and it's gonna look absolutely horrible. So we're just doing that. As you can see, I put a little bit and then I'm just gonna fluff it all the way here. Bring it high a little bit, but not too much because we want to keep that natural finish look. So I'm leaving a little bit of my tone and everything because if you don't do this, it's going to look like one plain color. So I'm still keeping a little bit of what my skin looks like. And now I'm going to go back into the powder again and set everything just very, very lightly. And I literally just dab it like that. And I just dab it so I don't move any product. And then take the little brush and then go back with the powder to the more like precise area, like my nose. Like I need to pack more the powder in. And you know what's funny? Like my skin now looks a little bit more even, but it doesn't look like I have anything on. So this is the crazy part about taking your time to do your foundation. It looks like I have nothing, absolutely nothing on my skin. I have zero filter, nothing. I have a lot of lights and I'm trying to be as close as possible so you guys can see all of the texture and the pores that are on my face. So for a very, very natural makeup, I just put the brow freeze, lift them up, they're stuck there. So I'm just gonna leave my eyebrows like that and it's just really part of the look. It just looks really, really good. Other than that, we have, if you want to put a little bit of eyeshadow, I would recommend a liquid eyeshadow because it really sticks there and it literally stays there. So I'm gonna put that. And this one is just to add a little sheen. You don't really see anything more than that. It is the Giorgio Armani. This is the liquid eyeshadow in 11. So this one, I'm just gonna put a tiny, tiny dot here so it doesn't crease because you know, like I put a little bit on my eyes and it's starting to crease, which I don't like. So putting that is going to avoid any creasing. Just mix it really, really well. It makes a little tiny, you can't really see it on camera though. There's a little bit of sparkles. It's okay, I'm so sorry about that. I was away because it was somebody, I think, in like next to the door, behind my door. So creepy. Anyways, what was I saying? So the eyeshadow, it kind of like removes a little bit of the redness that I had on my eyes, which is literally the only thing that I want. It kind of unifies the rest and it looks really, really natural overall. Very natural, which I love. This is the look that we're going for. And then the look is not complete without any blush or anything. You know what I mean? So we need a little bit of blush. So we're going to use the Pat McGrath blush, Divine Blush in Divine Rose. And I'm using this color because this is so my color. So my color. And this is really going to be super, super soft. And it's going to melt into the makeup that we already have. Especially that this formulation is super, super high quality. It's really, I'm just pressing. And then, you know, like it does a little bit of a difference, not too much because I'm putting the tiniest amount possible on the brush because I don't want to disrupt anything that we just did. And then adding a little bit more blush. There's something that is really similar to your undertones. If you forgot an area or if, you know, you have a little bit more acne, then it's just going to blend very well with the rest of the makeup and nothing is going to look out of place. The only thing I'm not going to add is bronzer because naturally I don't have any bronzer. So it's better to just put some blush. I like to put some where my glasses would be. Can you even see it on camera? I mean, I see it in real life, but it's really, really hard to see with all of these lights. And for the highlighter, because I love a good highlighter, I'm gonna go with the Pat McGrath one because it's the one that blends the most. That one that blends the most and it looks the more beautiful on my skin. So tap off the excess as always and then just slightly you know, go over it like that. On the cupid's bow. In the inner corner a little bit, but the tiniest possible. Yes! Okay, so now we are at the final touches. So I'm gonna put mascara, and the mascara that I'm gonna put is from Merit Beauty because it is the most natural mascara that I have in my collection. It's a wonderful mascara. I really love it. I wear this one on a day-to-day basis because it's very lengthening, but it doesn't give you like that much volume, which if you want your makeup to look extremely natural, you want to avoid your lashes to look too thick because you're gonna have like that kind of fakeness in your makeup. So this one, this cute packaging, and where my mirror is, where did you go? Down here. And I usually, when I do this, I only put mascara on my upper lash because my lower lash is still very long and I kind of want to avoid any smudging under my eyes, which, because my lashes are so long, it's really gonna smudge everywhere, and I kind of have this problem all the time. So I need waterproof mascara, but I kind of don't like waterproof mascara because it's hard to remove. So I just go with no mascara on my bottom lashes. And only one coat, not two, because it's gonna start to crumble like any other mascara on the planet. It's gonna become very kind of thick. So as you can see, like this mascara opened up my eyes a little bit. It's really natural and it looks really good, really, really good. And for the final touch, of course, I need some lip product, and the only lip product that I'm gonna use is this clear lip gloss from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is in the shade Glass Crystal, and it is from the Iced Out collection that came out, which, by the way, I love their collection. It is so good, but this is on another level. And there you go. So this is literally the most natural makeup look that I've done at all. This is the most natural that you're gonna see. It does take a long time, like I told you guys. Blend everything, you put your eyebrows up, which I did off camera because I did another video, and I needed my eyebrows up, so I just had that glued to my face already, so this I didn't have to touch anything. Of course I would have liked to maybe elongate the eyebrow because it's way shorter than the other one, but to keep that natural makeup look and very, very natural, I'm just gonna keep it like this because I have a lot of hair. But if you don't have a lot of hair, I would recommend you doing very small strokes with a micro brow pencil, something that just looks natural and that you can feather out with a spoolie, and it's gonna look absolutely amazing. So here it is, my most natural, very in-depth makeup tutorial for a no makeup look, ready for the summer, ready to attack the day. And don't forget to put your sunscreen, girls, because the sun is beaming hot all year around. And yeah, so if you like this makeup, like, tell me down below. I would love to know. Do you want more tips and tricks on, you know, like complexion, because this is something that is really personal to me because I do have a lot of texture acne, so I do experiment a lot, especially with the complexion area, trying to cover it, but not too much at the same time because I don't want to make it even more obvious than it already is on my skin. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really had fun to do this very natural makeup look. I feel like I feel so much better already, but I look like myself, which sometimes with the full face of makeup, I look so much older, so much more contoured, but this is more like what I look on a day-to-day basis. So anyways, if you like it, make sure to like it and to comment down below what you think, as always, and also consider subscribing for 5 beautiful videos a week whenever I post. And yeah, so I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye guys.